Here's the thing. This is how we used to draw standing waves. And it made sense. Because if we look at all the blue arrows, that gives us the displacement of the actual string that had the standing wave at one instant in time. All the blue arrows gave me the displacement. And so this one was down, this one was up, this one was down, this one was up. And then half a period later, the red arrows gave me the displacement. So this thing just was blue, red, blue, red, blue, red, blue, red. And the string actually did that. Now, with longitudinal waves, I apologize, but this is what we decided to do long before I was born. We decided to use the same representation. But it's a crummy representation because nothing's actually going like this. It's going like this, okay? Now, if I look at all the blue arrows, that will be what the displacement will be at one instant in time. And you'll notice that all of the molecules in this football are all going to the right. And all the molecules in this football, the blue arrows, are all going to the left. So this node is being crunched. It's being hit from both sides. Okay? Now, if I look over here, all of these blue arrows are to the left, all these blue arrows are to the right. This node is being deserted. And this one is being crunched. Then half a period later, all the red arrows are what the displacement looks like. And so all of these molecules are going to the left, all of these are going to the right. This one that used to be crunched is now being deserted. This one's being crunched. Okay? Now let me see if I can give you a visual representation of that. Oh, let me finish apologizing. We still use these footballs to represent this sloshing motion left and right. The only thing it's good for is telling you where the nodes are and where the antinodes are. But it can sometimes be confusing because you expect things to go this way when instead they're going that way. Okay? So let me give, yes?
Is the wavelength still 2 footballs?
Yes, the wavelength is still 2 footballs. We're going to find out that nearly everything that we learned about standing waves with the transverse case will still be true for the longitudinal case. I have here some magic wands that I brought from Diagonally. And what I'd like you to do, they're connected with springs here. And I'd like you to concentrate on these yellow dots. These yellow dots represent molecules of air. And these molecules of air are in a tube, in a pipe. And I'm going to set up a standing wave. If I do it correctly, there will be some of these yellow dots that don't move, and some of them that move a lot. Okay, so let me see if I can try that. Not there yet. Okay, I think that's it. Do I have some that aren't moving?
Yep.
Very close. Yeah.
Okay. Now, because I doubted myself and my ability to do that, I did it on the computer as well. I'm going to set up nodes at those blue points, and when the leftmost node is being crunched, its neighbor is being deserted. And then the next neighbor is being crunched, and the last neighbor is being deserted. Now, watch what happens as this oscillation goes back and forth. Each node goes from being crunched to deserted, and then crunched again, and then deserted. Now, if you want to actually set up these standing waves, what I suggest you do is go into your bathroom, lock the door, get your naked self into the tub, and then scoot your naked bum along the bottom of that tub until you get all the water going all at once. Just all the water goes out the tub that side. All the water goes out the tub that side. That's F1. Okay? Then scoot your bum twice that frequency And what you'll see is that now the water will slosh in the middle, and slosh in the middle, and slosh in the middle. And that's F2. And then scoot your bum 3 times that, and you're going to have, I can't do it, I need another arm out the chest here to do, that's weird. Like nothing else that I'm talking about is weird. Okay. Okay, now, if we use that terrible representation of the footballs, what it tells us is just where the nodes are and where the antinodes are. There's a node, and there's an antinode, there's a node. Now, what would be a better representation is a bunch of dots, where the dots are, okay? And so this is what the sloshing would look like. And if you look at one particular node, it goes from being crunched to deserted to crunched to deserted.